Hi, welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. Let's get our phone and let's just see how we're doing. Fully calibrated from lunch, that's great. 3.9. For those of you who know me, that is when people usually start to treat for we're low. I have been low since before lunch. I went down to 2.8, and I've been hovering around there. I went up to 3.5 after lunch, and now I'm at 3.9. We're not doing super. It's taking a while for me to come out of a low. Time in range is 82%. Above is 13%. If we go out of here, we go to my calculator. So 13 times 15, because remember 1% equals 15 minutes. We're equal to 195 divided by 60. Just over 3.25 hours I have been in high. Probably has something to do with last night wasn't this flat line, which is normal for me. So, yeah. What I want to talk to you today is my check-in. I had an appointment with my diabetic nurse, so we're going to discuss that. Stay tuned. This channel is provided for informational purposes only. Contact your physician for any diagnostic or treatment plan. Okay. How did my diabetic nurse appointment go? I didn't actually go see her. We did it over the phone. First thing we talked about, I'll get this up, and on this new pump, I do it this way. There could be, as I go down to this sort of wheel, so I go down, over, and click that, and go in through delivery settings, and through bolus wave, and we take a look, move it down, go in the carb ratio, and we modified these two. So from 5 to 11, it was at 5, we moved it up to 7, and from 11 to 3, did the same. Now, what does this do and why are we doing it? Well, I still been having a little lows around those times. And we want to take another week before we transfer over to the new pump. I will be probably tomorrow starting to change over. First thing we got to do is we got to make that pump a 780 by doing a program change. So we're going to do that. I want to just do it all, but no, we're going to do that. On the 14th, I have another appointment with her, and we're going to see how things are going. We discussed getting me on to Baqsimi, which is the inhalable glucagon, which you just kind of squirt in the nose and leave. Anyone could really do this. Just get it on the package, squeeze it in, and you're ready to go. Sorry. That's my alarm saying. You're high. So, this will eventually be the phone that the nurses will be having again. A nice, easy number to read. So, what else did we discuss? We went over my reading that my pump gives out and how to interpret it some more. And she offered a bit more insight to what I'm doing. We talked about my pump going where it had to realign. It happened once 2 weeks ago, which I just asked, why is it doing this? And she said, with these pumps, should be getting some more, and with the new sensors, it should even be going less, which is awesome. The best part of sitting or having an appointment with the diabetic nurse is that she refreshes a lot. We talked about my new plan of having uncooked cornstarch in in yogurt to steady me out a bit more. Sorry, sometimes I do think maybe I'm a little bit slower, but it could be that I've had the lows for a while. Now, the reason that this works is the uncooked cornstarch allows you to it takes longer for your body to digest the cornstarch, so you're at an even level. Awesome. Just getting back to the Baqsimi, the inhalable glucagon, we're going to have to speak with Dr. Shoes. She's getting in contact to set at what level. Supposedly, the pharmacist here is going to look on bringing it in where it's a lot cheaper than regular, and we'll see how that goes. She talked about how would talked with the staff here and the medical doctor, and Dr. Shu also called and spoke to the doctor. So that, I think it's nice even thing. We've gone over my new plan where we're going to come up with a low plan that actually works. And so that I'm not dropping. I kind of discussed why I wasn't letting them know when I was going low. And it wasn't sort of like, oh, I'm not going to tell them. No, they don't need to know. The reason why I didn't tell them was I was getting so much abuse saying that your blood sugar is low. You need glucagon. Well, you're taking too much glucagon. And you know what? I might be taking too much glucagon. But I'm sorry. My body's doing weird and wonderful things. They have tried to figure this out over years. So, I wasn't reporting. I'd sit here, and unless I really dropped really super quickly, I wasn't reporting it. Was that sort of the correct thing to do? Hell no. And I've talked about diabetes and everything, but it's amazing in what pressure can do. And it's something, the video I did this morning about talking to your teens, that sort of thing can really kind of like, well, I'm not gonna speak to you. Yelling and screaming or putting pressure on a person, a child, doesn't help one bit. So, we're gonna see what comes out of this. I'm now starting telling them I don't feel too bad anymore about taking the glucagon. The pharmacist, I think, was kind of just put off in ordering it. They're trying to get it to order in because he wanted to stick with what he had, or that's the impression I got. May not be 100% true. And now they're going to take a look at getting some glucagon in for me, the nasal. And sorry, there may be noise you can hear from outside the patients or whatever. Keeping me copacetic is great, but sometimes my body will then switch over to needing more and more insulin. So, interesting conversations. But you always have to take other people's viewpoints into consultation. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're 100% true. Their beliefs about diabetes here, type 1, is, I won't say archaic, but it's not necessarily current, and also my situation is a little bit different. We talked about that and how we're all going to try to get onto the same page. It's going to be interesting. That was it, and we'll talk again tomorrow. Have a great day, and we'll see you shortly. Bye now. My email is mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com. Mikesdiabetesworld at gmail.com.